Hi everyone, this is Bobby from bn-games.com, and we're doing another classic capture. Today we're doing RC Pro-Am for the NES. This is one of my favorite NES titles.
Hey, I was too busy headbanging. Why did you turn that off?
Well, I had to start the race. I should let you... I think I should say that this was Mario Kart before Mario Kart. You played in this top third... well, I don't know what you call it, two-thirds down perspective. And you drove this,
classic RTS perspective.
Remote control truck around the track, and you just kind of turned left and right, and it had some some very specific physics on how it handled, and the races are really short, as you can see. Basically, you just raced until you lost. You needed to make sure you placed, so 1 through 3rd was necessary. If you got 4th, it was game over, and it was really about going as far as you could, at least placing as much as possible. That was how your score was based, besides how well you did in a race. Along the way, you would pick up parts that were on the track, engine parts, tire parts that were there to help help with performance. But to be honest with you, the only thing that seemed to happen that made any difference was, you see how I barely made it, basically how fast you went. That was kind of the only thing that worked. The only thing that you,
actively did anything.
Yeah, actively seen anything other than, new hazards. Oh, and you also got weapons, which you'll see in a little bit here. And you see, I'm going to be out if I don't get ahead here. But luckily for me, I made it. And,
for what it's worth, this game doesn't look half bad.
Yeah. I remember playing this game a long time with a couple of my cousins. I didn't own it until recently, but I had played it a lot, had borrowed it from them. Was one of my favorites. If I had to pick a top 5 for the NES alone, this would definitely be one of them. It's very simple in its concept, but, it still holds up for what it is. It just gets harder and harder, and you can see...
It's got a charm.
Yes. It's got really good music. And as you can see, the parts that I picked up, well, you saw on that last screen, you saw that they are affecting it. The one that I can tell you that does not help at all is the one that supposedly helps with grip as far as your car is concerned. I can tell you for a fact that does not work. And it doesn't make any difference. Speed-wise, though, oh yeah, this thing gets a little out of control. This is a lot harder than it initially looks, believe me, especially if you're not used to its style. If you first played it, I just used a bomb. That's where the Mario Kart aspect comes in. I was talking about it's a lot like Mario Kart in those respects. Other than you can get upgrades for your carts.
Yeah. Now the interesting thing I always thought was how fast it goes in certain parts. It looks ridiculous. It not to the point where oh, what's going on? But it's it can get pretty tricky.
Both away. Goddamn rain cloud. For some reason, rain clouds, specific rain clouds slow you down. Ones that are centralized.
The engine sounds aren't that bad either for an NES game. I like the music. The music is catchy.
I'm doing well. This is gonna be the last race I do really well in. And then the last race I lost. But that's good. It's good for our quick look here. It's been a while. It gets really difficult. Really quickly. So I'm winning, I'm feeling, yeah, good, and then this next one, I bomb big time.
How much can you pick this up for?
Hard to say, to be honest with you. I would say you can pick this game up for about $5 on eBay, without the box, without the manual. If you own an NES, well worth to have for the collection. If you're not an NES fan or collector, probably not one you're going to remember or want, and you'll want to get Zelda or something instead. But if you played a lot of the NES...
So someone who doesn't like Nintendo's going to like Zelda?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Something like that. Well, yeah, hey, I've seen it happen.
Okay.
But I mean, it's cheap to pick up. eBay would probably be your best bet. I doubt you're going to find it at very many collector stores. but well worth it if you like racing games and you like the NES. I picked this one up at Frank & Sons. So, well, that was RC Pro-Am for the NES. Well worth your time, and one of my favorite NES games of all time. Please subscribe. Thank you.